Stop the violence. Use your talent, show. Stop the violence.
That's right.
Use your talent.
Use them.
Stop the violence.
Yeah.
Use your talent, show.
From one heart to another, I lost two brothers. I had to brace myself for that devastating news, that senseless act of violence.
Thank you for tuning into the Stop the Violence, Use Your Talents TV show. This week we will be showing you more victims, of course. We're going to be doing another documentary. This week's show will be about Raymond Jones, was another individual that has been murdered in Jacksonville. Stay tuned to the documentary.
Stop the violence.
Raymond Jones, murdered. June 28, 2006, aka FOXX. 38 years old. Another brother. Slain. Multiple gunshot wounds. Why? Listen to learn more.
My name's Rebecca Foster, and Raymond Jones, my husband, was killed on June 28th of 2006. He was murdered. I met him in 1998, the summer of 1998. Raymond was killed. He was shot twice over on Eastland and 63rd. There were 3 other people in the house with him. From the story that's being told is he was in there, they came in, caught him in the hallway between the bedroom and the living room and shot him, but they say that he was going to climb in a closet, to hide in a closet, but I know better than that. I know that he would not have gone to a closet if he was trying to get away. He would have gone out a door or out a window. A closet is only going to leave you trapped. So I know that that can't be the issue. The witnesses are saying that they don't recognize who did this. They don't recognize the 2 guys. And really, that's about all I have to go on. That's about all I have to go on. And with Raymond being gone, I feel like half of my life has been taken as well. They took him in the physical sense. However, when they came in and they decided that they was going to take him away from 6 children, myself, his family, his mother, his father, it has left me to basically start over completely. My best friend is gone, my husband is gone, my confidant, my lover, all my hopes and dreams for the future, and so what I thought they were have been taken. In the physical sense, I'm doing fine. I'm doing great. It's just like that purpose in my life has been taken. There's a huge hole inside that isn't, I don't know if it'll ever completely be filled, but really I'm just trying to carry on his dream, and that was to have better, to do better, and always to want better.
Use your talent.
A positive, I don't know if I've made it that far yet. No, I'll say this, it's taught me, I guess the lessons that it's impacted me, the lessons that he was trying to teach me as far as how it is out here being grown up, really having to learn that life is a struggle, and that you just can't take the easy way out. You've got to work for everything you need that you want, and to really be independent, I guess, has been my lesson, my immediate and first lesson with this. Really, I'm just trying to keep the family together, keep everybody in close contact. I'd like for there to be an arrest and be some kind of prosecution of the case. I feel like, I don't think anybody realizes that until this happens to you, that to see someone punished for this is probably one of the biggest things. But also, I would like to also, I guess, reach, if it just reaches one somebody that says that these streets are not the way this is not the life that God has intended for anybody, and that ultimately, I mean, you might have the ultimate highs from the ultimate lows with that experience, but ultimately it's going to end up in either prison or death. And I had always heard that and never believed that until it happened. And now it leaves you feeling very empty and alone. And if it can reach somebody to turn their life around and not to choose this way, I know that's what Raymond would have wanted.
So we must speak up and speak out. Raymond is gone, but he is in our heart forever. A love for a lifetime. Which roads, corners, pathways will you take? Rebecca's journey is starting all over. However, she's taking a stand and seeking justice in this murder.
Stop the violence.
My name is Benicia Williams. I'm the mother of Diamond, which I had a daughter with, Raymond Jones. It's okay. We're gonna be okay. He's still watching over us and taking care of us. Got everything you need, okay? So you love him and miss him. Love you and I miss you, Daddy. It's okay. He loves you too, okay? It's been rough. He was actually talking about going back to school. I'm not sure when he was actually going to do it, but he was talking about going back to school to do something positive with his life. Okay, no one in the media has contacted any of us, as I know of. Nobody has contacted us, but we would like someone to, so we can get to the bottom of this. It's wrong. It's wrong. They took him away from his kids, his family, people that really loved and cared about him, and it was just wrong. Well, I pray every day that whoever did that to him will be, caught.
If you have any information concerning his murder, please contact your local authorities.
Stop the violence. Use your talent.
Thank you for tuning in to the Stop the Violence, Use Your Talents TV show, where we're being useful, never giving in. We're not giving in to the violence that's plaguing our communities, and we're using our talents. We're at the BEST conference today, and we are getting a lot of information on Black economic success training, on how to be a successful business entrepreneur, how to run your business effectively, and use your talents. God gave us all talents to use, and we need to continue to elevate ourselves and pour back into ourselves and educate ourselves. And as we do that, we have to continue to press forward. So, stay tuned. I hope you enjoy the show. Sit back and relax.
Only thing I'm asking for Jacksonville residents is to stop the violence, stop killing black on black, and all get along.
Bishop TDJAKES here in Jacksonville, Florida, using his talents. This pastor, author, artist, entrepreneur, this businessman, this philanthropist, here to share encouraging words with some of our local pastors. Bishop being a national role model and one that several individuals look up to, especially in our communities where the violence is plagued. I got a chance to speak with him in concerns of our national movement to stop the violence, use your talent. Bishop TDJAKES and Magic Johnson are just some of the celebrities and figures that are here at this event that are reaching back to give us information on how to use our talents and be successful. And Bishop Jakes definitely doing that, reaching back to bridge the gap, teaching that if you have achieved any level of success, then to pour it into someone else. And at the BEST conference with all of the conference speakers, that was definitely done. From people like Irvin Magic Johnson, the athlete, the chairman and executive officer of Johnson Development Corporation and Magic Johnson Enterprises.
Because I heard him say, what about Starbucks? Well, first, God bless you. person to own Starbucks outside of Starbucks. So I think that's who ever thought a black old country boy from Lansing, Michigan, right? I'm telling you, but this is the key though. My per caps are the same as their per caps. This is our sub. Let's become a franchisee of Subway, which is not that much money.
Use your
You have to use your
talent.
talents and continue to push and get your information out to get out your dreams. So of course I got a chance to speak with Magic Johnson and give him some information on what we're doing to make a difference in our community. Richmond McCoy valued in excess of $1.5
I'm a
billion.
commercial real estate executive, and I run a real estate company called Urban America, and we invest institutional equity into inner city communities across the United States. And as part of that, we're really emphasizing economic development. So we do a great deal of contracting with women and minority-owned firms that are domiciled in those communities so we can stimulate economic activity. I really believe many of the problems we're having in our communities today, whether it's Jacksonville or if it's in Memphis or it's in Dallas, in Philadelphia, is because of lack of economic opportunity. I think there's also a problem with leadership at home.
Right.
I think our whole country is in jeopardy because we have a generation of youth that doesn't have any discipline.
Yes, sir.
And that is really manifesting itself. They don't know any boundaries. I think there's certainly some areas that people could invest in creating child care programs where they can do preschool education at home and earn a profit at that. I think there's a huge need in our communities for elderly housing, and they can use their dollars along with tax credit dollars to work with that. I think that's an area that is ripe for opportunity in terms of what isn't existing in our communities that is something we can make a big human impact as well as make fiscal reward. Our country is a dangerous place to live, and our inner cities are very sliding back towards a crime level that we thought we had erased.
That's right.
And it's happening in most major cities, and when it does happen, it stops economic growth. It stops people from moving back in. It stops corporations from coming into these markets. It stops academic institutions from expanding in our communities. And but it's kind of an unconsciousness that exists today.
Right.
You see cities like a Baltimore or Jacksonville or an Orlando where the crime levels are very high and people don't really seem too upset about it.
Right.
And they just accept it as a norm, but it's not a norm. It's a very dangerous thing.
Stop the violence.
Mr. Alvin Brown.
Well, I'm chairman of the National Black MBA Association.
Yes, sir.
And one of the things we do, we work with a lot of young people. It's called our leadership program, the Leaders for Tomorrow program. We work with students who are challenged academically, maybe C- or below.
Yes,
we
sir.
help them, we train them, we give them all of the tools they need so they can get through high school and go on to college. The best conference is about economic empowerment. We thought it was very important to have a conference like this to
Yes,
talk
it
about
is.
entrepreneurship, talk about economic empowerment, what do you need to do to get to the next level. And I think that's what's important for Jacksonville, to get people to the next level. Help
Definitely.
that young boy, that young girl who are struggling and challenged with everyday life, walking through a war zone, trying to get to school, school's out, walk back to the war zone.
Yes,
you
sir.
know, tough neighborhood. So, this conference is good because it's all about empowerment. It's very tough when you lose a loved one, and my heart goes out to those families, those victims who lost kids to the violence. It's my hope and prayer that the pastors of this community, which is the leadership of this community, continue to work and reach out to those families. I think we got to grab the young people and nurture them and mentor them. We need to be very proactive as opposed to reactive. One of the things we're doing for the best conference tomorrow, we have students, high school students from Rains and Regal High School who will be here and be exposed to all of these great minds and learn about the possibility of life. We have students from Edward Waters College. So we have to reach back and reach out and help those kids, go in those neighborhoods and let them know we love them and care about them and they are somebody. We've got to make sure that they know we love them.
Come with us.
Look
So
forward to
thank you.
working with you.
Senior
Thank
aide
you.
to
All right.
former President Bill Clinton and Vice President Al Gore is encouraging young people to pursue a higher
Know
education.
what your purpose is and what you bring to the table. We've heard that all today. Know your strength and your weakness. And so I went and I put together this great business plan. Starting at Spelman College.
Hey Jacksonville, this is Sarge coming to you with Bungee Entertainment, live from the best Black economic success training. High-profile brothers and sisters have come together to empower us in Jacksonville. Once again, they're doing their part, And I encourage you and challenge each and every last one of you all to do your part to make Jacksonville a better place, not only for the hip hop community, but for each other and our kids. This is the Sergeant, baby.
Not only should we entertain each other, but also educate and empower ourselves so that we are able to reach back and bridge the gap, just as these influential speakers are doing. Like Thomas Stvuyt, the chairman of 100 Black Men of America, and also chairman and chief executive officer of TWD Inc., a smart intellectual leader.
Brothers and sisters and my parents stayed on me. The Board of Education is not the same Board of Education we have today. They used that nice little board and strap to make sure that they reinforced the education I was getting, and it worked.
Earning himself several degrees to be in places like these. One of the most prominent intellectuals of our time, Dr. Cornell West, his Harvard grad, Princeton teacher, groundbreaking author, spoken word artist, surely spoke words of empowerment to the audience and to myself.
He's not just a spiritual genius, and he's not just an entrepreneurial giant, but he also now has moved to the stratosphere of leadership.
Gennaro. Yes, sir. That means the salt of the earth, an example in lifestyle, a heart truly grand.
Cornell West, here from New Jersey in the great city of Jacksonville.
We're here at the BEST conference, and one of the first questions that I want to ask you is, through your life, how have you changed negatives to a positive with the violence in your community and reaching out?
Well, the thing is, there's still too much violence, brother, so we can in no way say that we've ever been successful in pushing back the violence. But one of the things we've tried to do is to get the young brothers to try to believe in themselves, to respect themselves, to have self-confidence in themselves so they don't end up disrespecting others who look like them and engaging in destructive behavior. What this means then on the individual level is trying to generate new relations among especially young brothers. 2, to generate more opportunities for young brothers, educational, employment, and so forth. But 3, I think most importantly, where it has to be a kind of renaissance of love and trust, such that young brothers think that it's not in any way hip to harm each other.
Now, the name of the show is Stop the Violence, Use Your Talents, and I'm one of the individuals that, I've lost some loved ones and I'm utilizing my talents. What type of encouraging words could you tell a person like me to continue to keep striving, that wants to try to make it out of, the city and make it big time, really?
Well, 1, I think you should never overlook the way in which you inspire people, including myself, in terms of your example. That I think I put myself in your shoes, that if I had to deal with the grief of losing brothers like that, would I have the courage? Would I have the spirit that you have? So first, I salute you. And that's very important because your example thereby inspires others, and it becomes a way in which we try to ensure that fewer brothers, and we hope no more brothers, have to engage in that kind of violence and thereby be victimized in that way.
Have you ever encountered any violent acts in your family or lost any loved ones?
Well, I actually beat up a 3rd grade teacher though, brother. I don't know whether that's violent or not, but it got me kicked out of school. I'm not proud of it at all. But in those days, it was more fists and knives rather than guns and bullets. Of course, I've had many of my cousins and so and nieces and nephews have to deal with bullets, including my son who's been shot. But thank God none of them have passed.
This is the last question. You mentioned about the history that's going on in Jacksonville, and that's one of the things that we always try to teach us, the history about the people that have come before us. In the history of Jacksonville, there's so much with, the river being the only one, there's only one other that flows the way it flows, and that's the Nile in Egypt. And how the modest building, the tallest building in Jacksonville, was built like the pyramids. It's the same size as the pyramids. There's so much prophetic things in the city, and so many profound people like James Weldon Johnson, and so many people that's often overlooked, that the younger individuals in this city don't recognize and don't know that the city has the history, and that we've already achieved a lot what could you tell them as being being a celebrity that you are? What encouraging words can you tell them to continue to keep pushing?
Well, I just thank God for the young brothers like you who recognize the historic significance of struggle that has taken place in Jacksonville. Now, I talk about James Weldon Johnson and, of course, A. Philip Randolph and Zora Herschel, but there's a whole host of others. I was talking to my young brother here,
Brother Sarge.
Brother Sarge, come on in, Brother Sarge. Talking to Brother Sarge here, who is himself a young freedom fighter and artist as well as a businessman, who recognizes that he builds on the history here in Jacksonville, but of course he does it in his own way through his own medium, and therefore it's no accident that he has an appreciation of those critical voices in hip-hop. Now, he's critical of the reactionary voices, but he knows hip-hop is one of the most creative forms of both communicating and expressing vision, grief, joy, sweetness, sadness in the lives of young black folk. And I salute him and the work that he's doing, but he knows he's part of a continuum, of a tradition. He's part of a wave in an ocean of those who came before, and he's trying to keep alive the best to hold up a bloodstained banner here in Jacksonville.
Yes, and we just want to encourage everyone out there, all the brothers and sisters in Jacksonville, that we do have competent leadership. We do have people that are going to step up to the plate within the hip-hop and the entertainment community, as well as the business community, with the support of Dr. Cornell West and others that believe in Jacksonville and know that we can come together. So I challenge each and every last one of you to step up to the plate and do what you can peacefully, but also make great educated decisions as we move forward and make great choices here in Jacksonville, Florida.
Amen, amen.
Use your talent.
Having the industry mixer right now, wherein a lot of the people within that was here at the BEST conference are networking, and that's what we do best.
Networking, communication, getting cars, talking to people, sometimes going out of your way to make that difference, to get that connect, to listen. You never know, you can become a celebrity overnight just by communicating, relationship, networking.
How is Indiana? How are you guys using your talents up there?
Well, as far as violence, we're no different from any other city. There is violence, and what I do individually as a parent, a mother of two, is I spend time with my kids. I keep them involved, and I talk to them, and then I take them places so they won't be accustomed to where they are.
All right, so they're not sheltered. You talk to them, you communicate with them. That's communication. Communication is key. I hope you enjoyed the information on the BEST conference and how one can get out their dreams. You have to pour back into yourself and get education and try to be around individuals that are giving you positive, successful information. Each week I will be showing you drops from different people around the city that are saying positive things, so stay tuned. I hope you enjoy.
Stop the violence. Yeah. Use your talent, y'all. From one heart to another.
My black youth stand up. Let the devil know that him not stick. He wanna strip away our rights like we'll go for it. My name is dangerous. That's not because I am a killer, but I got the knowledge to spread you the real dealer.
Let me continue with the view of the first and the second verse. I'm quick to disperse lyrics to glorify not me, but G-O-D in every accent. Plus, I love to feel his presence every second of the minute of the hour, every hour of the day. It's Christ that I display. So I say, why should I bow down to the sound? The thundercry clown.
A new sound in the South that you got to feel. John Folk, yeah, I'm thugging and I keeps it real. Duval, much love, cause the city I feel. Stop the violence, y'all, and just chill.
Hello everyone. Stop the violence. Stop the violence. I like this rhythm. It's a nice sound. My name is Harry Myers. I'm a broker here. I'm a mortgage and real estate broker. I tell you, my little contribution to the community is assisting people and community people, homeowners, first-time homeowners, just anyone that does not have their own home. home to assist them, actually to assist them in obtaining their own home. Do you realize that economics is the basis for all upward progress? That we need to have something.
Yeah, this your man Sarge letting you know right now, Jacksonville is going down. We want you to stop your violence right now. Use your talents, man. Duval, stand up. This the Sergeant, baby. Exercise your right, man, to freedom. Stop the violence. Big shout out to Bungie Entertainment, man. Y'all doing y'all thing. Jacksonville, stand up.
Stop the
violence.
Use your talent. Stop the violence. Use your talent, y'all. Stop the violence.
That's right.
Use your talent.
Use them.
Stop the violence.
Yeah.
Use your talent, y'all.
From one heart to another.
It's your boy Lil Duke, representing Duval, young generation. That's me, man.
Hey, my name is Asia, and I just want to say that people can make choices, and that everybody needs to stop the violence, and people can make a difference.
Armed and dangerous, spit a riddle in the middle of a political instrumental is the thing for us.
Yo, this your boy PMG. We need to stop the violence out here killing one another, you know what I'm saying? Young kids out here killing each other over nonsense. Yo, it's PMG checking in on let you know we need to come together. All the rappers in the community, everybody come together as one, you know what I'm saying? It's going down. PMG. I'm out, baby.
Remember to be useful and never give in. I hope this show has been very encouraging to you and that you will continue to tune in and support our cause. Thank you and God bless.
Stop the violence. Use your talent, y'all.
Winners never stop, winners keep going continuously. Are you feeling me? A positive mental attitude, sound physical health, put you in the right mood. Oh yeah, harmony in human relations, freedom from fear, cause God made creation. What a sensation, hope for future achievements. It's time somebody start believing and receiving.
Stop the violence. Use your talent.
Oh, listen up now.
Stop the violence. Stop the violence.
Stop.
Use your talent.
Use it.
Stop the violence. Use your talent.
If you got any information concerning any violent crime, please contact your local officials. Tell someone. It may help. A lot of people don't understand it until it happens to them. It happened to me and my family twice. I lost a cousin and a brother. We gotta stand up and make a difference.
I exist to persist and insist to resist the enemy and he shall flee. I exist to persist and insist to exist in the shadow of the Almighty.
This test of your faith develops perseverance. Don't throw it away on ignorance. Stay in line in due time. You will see that you'll come out.
Some moments in my life I will never forget. When I was 7, I got my first fishing pole. 17, I bought my first boat. 37, I had the job I loved most. Remember the things you love about the St. Johns River. Cherish them. It may not be the same tomorrow.
Look at that! Check it out! Whoa, look at that!
Thank you, God. Scouting, helping fulfill your dreams for Him.
You're watching Public Access on Xfinity 99, exclusive programming for Jacksonville Xfinity subscribers.